take this statement right here, or this proof, and we're given the following. All we're told is that AB is perpendicular to XY. Okay, so there's our given piece of information. If I were to label that, I know that these form right angles here, they're perpendicular to each other. Okay, so I can either interpret my given information, or I can look to introduce my end state elements. Well, the fact that I know that some angle is going to be 90, but I don't know which angle I need yet. It might be ACX, it might be XCB, it might be BCY, it might be YCA. So I'm going to hold off on that part of interpreting my givens, and I'm going to look to introduce my end state elements. So angle 2 plus angle 4 equals 90 degrees. So I know I'm going to have the sum of two parts equals a whole, okay, or the sum of two things is equal to another larger thing. Okay, so since I have angle 2 right here, I'm going to take this angle plus this angle, and I'm going to set it equal to this whole angle right here. So the measure of angle 2 plus the measure of angle 1 is equal to the measure of this whole angle ACX. Okay, what justifies this statement here? That's an example of, just like segment addition, but it's angle addition. The sum of the parts equals the whole. So not only does this give me the element angle 2, it also gives me the structure of my end state. Something plus something equals something else. Okay? And so now, again, with proofs, when you have to create your own statements and reasons, oftentimes you work your way backwards, which is why you try to introduce those end state elements. Once I have this form, in order for me to get my end state, I need to replace angle 1 with angle 4. Is that even possible? Yeah. What do you know angle 1 and angle 4 are equal because of what? They are vertical angles, therefore they're equal. So now that allows me to introduce angle 4, and that's going to be able to put this statement 4 in for here. And so the only other thing I need to do is somehow replace angle ACX with 90 degrees. Well, going back to my original given information, I know that this perpendicular is a 90-degree angle. So what I can do is I can now interpret my givens by saying that measure of angle ACX is equal to 90 degrees. And you know that that's the case because of this symbol right here, definition of perpendicular. Okay. Now, you can't just go straight to saying angle 1 plus angle 2 equals 90 degrees. It is going to take this statement plus this statement and then one more. Okay, and so my final statement here is going to be to take a statement from step 2 and write measure of angle 2 plus the measure of angle 1, which I can now replace with 4. And that's equal to ACX, which I can now replace with 90. Okay, and so when I replaced one thing with two different things with their equivalents, there is no transitive property. This is an example of substitution only.